welcoming everybody. Welcome to Mystic. Welcome to Mystic Village. How How do you feel? Do you know how you feel? Are you relaxed? Are you with your breath? Many things to worry about. Many things to think about. But can we let things go? With the sand, everything that we make, everything that we are, it comes and it goes. Nothing is permanent except change. Nothing is permanent except change. You started life as a baby. You became a child. From a child, you become a teenager, then you become an adult. From adult, you get old. And then from old, do we come back to being a baby? Does anyone know? What happens in this step between life and death? No one really knows. We make up stories, we do the best that we can to understand, but no one really knows. But what do we know? We know that there's a beginning. Things begin and things end. Nothing is permanent except change. When is change happening? Change is happening now. Change in a moment is something that is infinite. Change in a moment is infinite. This never stops, and this never began, and it never ends. The issue is that our puny consciousness cannot even conceptualize infinite, because by visualizing something that never began and ended, this would never have existed in the first place, because we couldn't conceptualize it, no matter how much we try. What came first? The chicken or the egg? Anybody know? Chicken, egg, chicken and egg, chicken, egg, chicken and egg, chicken, egg, chicken, egg, chicken, egg. Would there be a chicken if there was no egg? Chicken, egg. Could the chicken exist without the egg? Or must they coexist? To be without the chicken, there is no egg. you, me, could we exist independently? We need a sperm and egg. Without sperm and egg, there is no us. Unless you are a robot. But even a robot has its creator, right? But the materials, idea, essentially, many have heard this concept. The oak tree started with an acorn or whatever, right? A seed. In this seed, this little seed, what's in this seed already? We have the roots, the leaves, we have the trunk, right? This seed is like an idea of something great. The tree, the roots, the trunk, the leaves, right? We have the stems, we have the branches, right? We have the branches, and then we have the minerals. Minerals. That's a big word. Well, this idea could not exist without what? The water. It could not grow into a big tree with no water, right? You need the earth, the soil. This idea could not exist without the earth. What else do we need? We need the sun. This idea could not exist without earth, sun, water, roots, leaves, trunk, stems, branches, and minerals. Right? Protein. Right? Protein and whatever other minerals. But wait, where does the water come from? This water, it comes from where? The river? It comes from rain. Maybe the farmer created irrigation however you spell it. Maybe the farmer put fertilizer, right? Where did the farmer come from? The farmer needed the water, it needed food, right? The farmer, right, needed a house to stay in, right? The farmer learned farming from somewhere, right? What I'm trying to tell you that in this one idea, it required everything that existed to have one thought, one idea, one vision. And that essentially everything in this universe is connected. Even the things, even on days that we feel depressed, we are something great. Because inside of us, we have an idea or ideas. But sometimes we feel so small. Sometimes we feel so little. But we forget that we're so connected that we can have this feeling of greatness. Right? The feeling of greatness. Sometimes we have so much. But inside, we feel so little. We feel so small. We have to have this thing called balance. Excuse the door. Balance. Money. Is it the root of evil? No, it's not. Learn to use money. But don't let the money use you. What does it mean when the money uses you? Thank you, Mystic Vanessa. What does it mean when the money uses you? When the money owns you? This money, when it's unhealthy, you don't know how to be happy with what you have. With what you have, right? You need to buy. It's Amazon Prime Day today, right? Prime Day. What other days are there? for us to indulge in shopping a lot. Black Friday. How much do we need to buy until we feel truly happy? But is money bad? Money is not bad. Money is a good thing. If you learn to use money, if you have a healthy relationship with money, is shopping bad? Shopping is not a bad thing. You need stuff. But how much stuff? Is having a car a bad thing? When does something become bad? Right. When does money become, when does your relationship with money become bad? When you don't know how to have this thing called enough. When you talk to the phone, when you talk on the phone with a girl, like I used to when I was in, let's just say 10 years ago. No, let's just say 15 years ago. Do we know how to speak enough? How much is enough time to talk to girls or guys? Right? Phone time. Phone time with girls or guys. Or if you don't have a partner, video games. When you're so into relationship, when you're so into video games, but you don't know how to have balance. You don't know when to stop. Right? Many of us have talked to people on the phone or video chat and fallen asleep. Or we play video games until we crash, and if we're irresponsible, we will drink G Fuel, energy drinks. And some people, like me, I've stayed up 2 days playing video games before. Why? Ignorance. Staying up playing League of Legends, MOBA games, right? Because maybe you're in high school or you're playing with your college friends and you just think, you know what, F it. We're gonna have a LAN party. But when do we know when to stop? When do we notice when something is unhealthy? When do we have this thing called awareness? Do we have awareness? Do most people have awareness? What do most people have? Ignorance, but not awareness. When you have ignorance, you just don't know. Do you think of stopping? You do think of stopping if you have EXP, experience, or ED, education. But most people are not going to be educated of when to stop playing video games until they become what? ADD, addicted. When people are addicted to weed, up until they realize they are addicted, they will fight and say, it's not addicting, there's no addictive properties. I'm not addicted to video games. I just love League of Legends. I love Grand Theft Auto. But when we become addicted, it's almost too late. But it's never too late. When we become addicted to video games, what's the downside? What's the downside of any addiction, right? We become addicted because we don't know, because we think we're happy. Many guys pride themselves on getting sex, but many are just addicted to sex because they can get it, right? When we're playing video games, we think the mind isn't necessarily always happy. In the beginning, it's fun, right? And it's fun. It's fun. But how much fun is enough fun? One hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour. Or until we run empty. What happens when we play video games the night before till we run empty? What happens to us on the next day? Maybe we go out drinking and we run empty, taking shots, smoking weed, eating at Denny's, IHOP, food trucks. What happens the next day? I used to show up to work hung over. And I was used to it. My life, that's what I do, right? You go to work, But then there are some days you party the night before, and then you show up to work looking terrible. And you don't feel so good. But after you do it for a while, you become professional. You become professional at this. Hungover at work, no problem. This is me, no, this is that normal. Hungover, no problem. And from hungover and feeling like crap to you, this smile becomes like this. Wait, I'm just hungover, it's okay. Feeling a little cuckoo, that's my life. I party hard. And what's the worst model for these people like me that used to be? You heard it before. Work hard. Anybody? Play hard. The language of ignorant people. College student right here. Work hard, play hard. If you've been to college, this is right. Work hard, play hard. Work hard, play hard. And rightfully so. But the one thing that's lacking, the one thing that is the gray area here, it's unhealthy. But let's say you're in college, you're young, right? Who cares? Work hard, play hard. But what can happen? Play hard. Can turn to what? There's a trap in here. You become addicted to play hard. So addicted to the highs. You become addicted to playing hard. And when you play hard, when you hear the word play hard, what do you see? Shots. You see a rave, Coachella, Coachella, right? Shots, right? You see the club, or you see EDC or concert. And what does all this include? Play hard, right? A little mushroom, a little powder. Play hard, right? You gotta play hard. Little powder, little weed. And so we get stuck in this cycle of work hard and play hard. Until what? Until we mature a little. And when we mature, we don't play hard. Now we just work hard, right? And many can get into another form of addiction. We become addicted. We become really into just work hard, right? I wouldn't say it's addiction. We become such a good slave, such a good employee, that we're missing this thing. Purpose. Purpose. And by the time people think about the word purpose, they may not even get to it. Why? Right? Maybe they fall into the societal blueprint, what everyone should be doing, or what society says you should be doing. Which is what? Family. Right? Become parents. But what about our dreams? What about our dreams? What about our purpose beyond family and beyond being parents? And many people, the reason they become parents, oftentimes, it's by accident. It's unplanned, right? But we don't like to discuss that because we want to support unplanned, right? It's become kind of the norm because of the we forget our dreams and we fall into a beautiful blueprint called family. Yes, it's beautiful. We want to support parents, but we throw away completely our dreams. Not completely, but mostly, because why? When you have children, it requires even more courage, right? When you have children, that's another being to take care of. Right? You can still go for it. So we need to learn to do what? Pay attention. Who do you pay attention to? Kim Kardashian? Kanye West, celebrities, I highly suggest you pay attention to people who are genuine and genuinely happy. There are many people that look happy, but so little people who are genuinely fulfilled with their life, right? Genuinely happy. Some people look happy, right? Why? Because they got the Gucci, right? They got the Louis, right? They got the Tory Burch, right? They got the stuff. They got the BMs. We pay attention. What is that called right there? That's called marketing. It's made to be flashy, right? It's there as an attention grabber, right? We pay attention to the marketing. Market. Is it two T's? Marketing. Don't even know. Marketing, right? All the marketing. All the marketing that tells you to buy. All the marketing that tells you you need surgery. Right? All the marketing tells you you need what kind of product. You need an apple. You need to dye your hair this color. You need to change your look. You can do everything. But the main part, are you genuinely, the word is genuine here. Are you genuinely happy? Because there's a lot of actors nowadays, all over. So many actors. So many actors out there. Pay attention to the people who, when you talk to them, it feels good to talk to them. Pay attention to the elders who are happy. There's a lot of elders who are a-holes too, okay? Because they're just people. Pay attention to the people before and after you, but pay attention to the people who actually make you feel when you talk to them. But sometimes people are very deceptive, right? Deceptive. Right. So that's why when you get into a relationship, you have to do some investigation. That's what my master says. Investigation. Or the word is really, right? You have to check their baggage, check their crap. Right? I don't have too many friends. When you have a lot of friends, hey, welcome, Mystic Real Genre. When you have a lot of friends, right? When you have a lot of friends, what's the downside to it? They're really called acquaintances. I used to call my acquaintances my friends. Right? The acquaintances, they just know you, but they don't open up. When you need them, they're not there. Acquaintances. Your friends, they're there most of the time, half of the time. But what's above friends? What's above your friends is your family. But some people don't have this because why? They have terrible relationship with their damn family. But what's above family? You always have yourself. If you count yourself as a friend, if you matter, you count yourself. But whenever you have a bad relationship with you, you will forget. When on your saddest days, you forget you. You think your family's not there. When you call your friends, they're not really there. And then you feel alone. Because why? The core of who you are is missing. You is redacted. You're redacted. When you live your life not counting that you matter, when you're in the room alone and then you say that you're lonely because you don't count yourself, that's called the life of the misery, the life of lonely. But the secret is the life of ignorance. They don't know. Just like me, I didn't know any of this. I felt miserable. I felt lonely because I simply didn't know. And nobody was out there teaching me. Right? No one's teaching this stuff on it's not something that people make priority. We become miserable, we become lonely, and like many of us, we get into drugs and addiction, right? Because we simply needed some guidance and some wisdom and some knowledge beyond just get a job and make money. I didn't know there was a life beyond just being a worker. Because my parents has taught me one thing: work your ass off, work hard. That's what they taught me. Work hard, make us proud, right? Right. When you get money, take care of us, right? Do something that makes money. Don't be a photographer that doesn't make money. Don't be a cook. Don't be a massage therapy that doesn't make money. The issue is that I grew up having ADHD. I can't do something if I don't love it. I lose my attention span so quickly. And my mom would always tell me, you should be an engineer like the other people's children. You should be a doctor, lawyer, psychologist, or something like that. And me, every time they said that, I knew that it wasn't for me. But instead of standing up for myself, I just made this face. And I said, okay. Be a nurse? Okay. But deep down, this is how I felt. Frown. But I just pretended it was okay. Deep down, this is what we feel, but we show just a little smile. Okay, I'll do it, Mom. I want you to do this, right? Because we just want to be what? We just want to be a good what? We want to be a good boy. And we want to make our parents proud. At the end of the day, I grew up, I just want to make, but everything that required to make my parent proud, I sucked at, okay? I suck at all the things they wanted me to do. So what happens when you just become a failure to your parents? You feel that your worth is reducing. I'm a failure to my parents. It goes down. Right? And the longer you fail, the family, the other people ask, how is your son doing? My son is okay. Is he in college? Kind of. It's like a sketchy yes, they have to say. Yeah. But my daughter is going to University of Houston in architecture. Wow. Right? Then you feel even lower. And you're like, shoot, all the things I want to do, they don't even let me do. And then at the end, what kind of person do you become? What kind of person do you become after becoming a failure person and feeling like you're losing all the time? You become this kind of person. I don't know. What do you want to do with your life? I don't know. Are you happy? I don't know. Welcoming Mystic Saffron Brewing. Thank you. I don't know. What are you going to do with your life? Are you going to go to college? I don't know. Because your confidence is down. Your self-esteem is down. You feel like crap. You feel like a failure, and it's like over and over, and all you're looking at is all the negatives because nobody taught you to to count the damn blessings. Be optimistic, you can do it. Because some parents weren't taught that, right? They weren't taught that. My parents just taught us work hard. Work hard. And so I just get a job and I work hard. Okay, I have money flowing in. That's kind of like, it's not an up, but it's like, okay, at least I got that, right? I have money coming in. Yeah, I could pay some, right? I can. Am I happy? No. Okay, I could pay for my parents to go to dinner or something. Okay, yeah, cool. But deep down, this is kicking me in the butt. Not good enough. Right? I'm being a server in the restaurant industry, and I know that I could do more with my life, but I don't know what to do. And I need support, but I don't know where to go. I don't know. So your life becomes just like this. You just escape through stimulants, right? You just, okay, Instagram, you play a little Call of Duty, Planet Side, you play a little Star Conflict, you play a little Team Fortress. Okay, you jump to YouTube, you look at car parts, JDM car parts, the D1 GP, you look at a little UFC, you look at some Muay Thai boxing, maybe you watch Interstellar, you go to the movies, you buy random stuff you don't need, but inside, you still, I don't know. But it's cloudy, so we distract ourselves, so we don't even see how we feel because we're so scattered, right? Welcoming says that always made me feel right. So we do a bunch of things to distract ourselves so that we don't have to see, right? Meditation, you know what meditation does? So that's work ethic to do a job you hate. Yeah, unfortunate. This is what meditation does. Meditation helps you see. It helps you see each dot. But in the beginning, it's a lot to deal with because you're just beginning your meditation journey. Each dot is a situation in your life that needs you to face it. And in the beginning, when you first meditate, there's so much to look at. I would start with the biggest dots and work towards dots that are beneath the sand, right? Each dot that you face, you begin to clear what's on your plate. You begin to clear. You begin to smoothen your consciousness. Your mind, it feels like it has space. See that? You have space, and the star begins to shine in the sand. You begin to take action to face the dots. And just because you face the dots and you meditate and you clear the sand does not mean the dots disappear. We are all a work in progress. But guess what? Now you have less dots. So you face them. Right. You face them, you clear the dots. And you realize, can I just be happy? Now, right now, as we're sitting here, can we just say thank you for my life? There's so much to achieve in life, but we have this dot together. Many people miss it through their whole life. They miss the moment. That's why the meditation, it helps us to see and experience. Experience what? This. This is a miracle right now. If you can actually be in a moment, this is a miracle. When you find that the plane you're playing, your simple existence, when you find that your existence is a miracle, which means every moment is a miracle. Imagine how you feel when you realize your existence is a miracle. Now, the ego can say that's some BS, because the ego is not at this point yet, right? I'm speaking to you, I make it sound easy. But most people, they don't know what this is like. Even though I'm showing it right in your face, the concept, many people still cannot feel it because they don't understand what this means. Right? We don't want to make it sound too easy, but this takes a lot of effort to get to. Like the state of consciousness where you're content in the moment. If you get to this part, this is called an awakening. And don't take it for granted. Most people don't get to this part. Because why? All the distractions, Call of Duty, corn syrup, stimulating fruits, foods, ice cream, Yeezys, new Yeezys flip-flop coming out, new Jordans coming out, adult movies, Roblox, Fortnite, OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram Short, YouTube Reel, Snapchat, buying crypto, NFT, Logan Paul, Conor McGregor, Joe Rogan, Harry Potter, World of Warcraft, League of Legends, Grand Theft Auto, right? What's Johnny Depp eating for lunch, right? Amber Heard, the Bad Baby, listening to this rap music, learning the rap music, learning TikTok dances, learning TikTok singing, learning TikTok trends, trying to make money on TikTok, trying to impress the girl next door, trying to impress nobody, trying to impress yourself but you feel like crap so you don't, right? Trying to get into skateboarding because you're trying to figure out yourself but you get lost, trying more skateboarding, maybe some car parts, maybe you travel to Thailand, maybe you go to Mount Shasta, Hawaii, but you still feel unfulfilled. But else, right? You buy a little Gucci, a little Louis, right? You buy VR headset, you buy 2 VR headsets, you buy the PS5, Xbox 2, you get the latest graphics card. But guess what? You never get to experience this. The magic of existence. That's why people who are in the marketing industry, social media marketing, you get so much money because it's an amazing what? It's a great trap. Oh. One of the traps that I have fallen in recently is gaming, but not too bad, right? But I can see how it disrupts the way you live your life. Instead of having a flow, like I normally have a flow, but now I think, how can I play Plant vs. Zombies Garden Warfare? How can I play Plant vs. Zombie Garden Warfare here? Right? How can I, okay, what can I play? But before, so I'm telling you this because I'm aware that I'm quitting soon. Because it's been years since I played games. But I wanted to relate. I wanted to try gaming on a stream. I think it's working out, but it's not that fulfilling. I like this more. I get to be with you. I get to connect with you on a heartfelt level. But I have to see, this doesn't pay very well. Thank you, Mr. Right? As I'm talking here, we barely have people following. Right? I have to understand, but I can't give up on this because it's called my dream. This is my dream. It's beyond this. So I have to learn how to make my dream make. So the talk that I'm giving to you right now, I plan to continue doing this format. I'm doing good, thank you. And I'm planning to put this on YouTube. Because this content doesn't grow very well on Twitch yet, but it looks like it's doing good today. Right? So that's why I'm thinking more YouTube, because it's gonna help me sustain my dream. I would love, it would be great if I can do this for a living, and I would do more of it. Because Twitch, I have to be live to do this. But this talk, it's gonna be on YouTube forever. And as I make more videos, people will grow, right? it'll grow. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. For Mr. King Orca. Yeah, this is new. Actually, my partner told me to put this. So that's why I'm adjusting my sails with Mr. King Orca. So it's gonna take time. It's gonna take probably 2 to 3 years. But if I just keep uploading consistently, then maybe, well, I don't want to maybe, I want to do my best. Right. Because this is called my purpose, my dream. My purpose, when you find your calling, when you find your purpose, when you find this, my master calls it your contract with God, or contract with universe, or whatever it is, right? When you find your calling or purpose, if you're not doing it, it makes you feel like SHIT. Every time I get away from my purpose, my soul is in pain because I live from my heart. And that's why I can't just get a 9 to 5. I can't do it. It just might. Okay, I could do it, but I would be depressed. Or I would be unhappy after 3 to 5 years. I could deal with things for a good while. But after 3 to 5 years, I already know if I don't do what I love, eventually I'm going to do it anyways. But to find the things that you love and to make money doing it, you have to be crazy, right? You have to be, the word is called you have to be obsessed a little bit, but not so much. Obsessed. Because most people aren't obsessed, or they're not crazy about something. So it's just easier to just, the worst thing I can tell myself, just get a job. That's the biggest dream killer. Just get a job. But if you need money, yes. Just get a job, but make sure you have a plan so that you're not just getting a job with no plan. Get a job, but have a vision. Okay, get a job, save money to go to college, get better job, or get job you love. Or as you get a job, you save money, you invest in being a Twitch streamer or a YouTuber, or you invest in yourself as a baker, or you learn about stocks, or you learn some kind of skill. Maybe you learn some kind of healing, right? Like, this is what I'm doing, right? I work for Amazon and I'm working for Twitch, and I'm looking at how can I make this my living. Excuse me. Right? But the one thing I cannot do, this is not an option. No matter how hard it gets, this is never an option in my book. I must succeed. And if I'm not, right? And if it's not working, I adjust my cell, right? This is why this dream is changing, because I'm adjusting. Because I'm thinking, look, I love what I do, but I'm not making that much money. Well, what can I do? I can go to YouTube and post this content on YouTube with the intention of maybe other people will like it when I'm not live, so that when I'm sleeping, I can make passive income that keeps growing if it grows, right? And keep making better content, right? But the content can't just be like, the content is about but this, what is driving me? Thank you, Mr. What's driving me? My vision. My vision to help humanity. If I can just help humanity as my job, that's all I want. Like, I would just want to be able to like sustain and have a healthy helping humanity in any way, right? But then what's above this? So I'm learning to have a balance. Before, I just have this, right? And I didn't care about this. Maybe a little bit, just one or two, right? But now that I'm realized, like, it's not, right? Right? Now I'm understanding my priorities. I have to have balance, right? I have to have balance. Do what I love, but also grow financially. But I couldn't have understood this until my finances were sad. Right? That's why I'm so straightforward to the point. I'm here to just be myself with you. Because I want to see everybody happy, but I gotta start with me on every level, right? But on the way up, I want to take my friends, I want to take the people here. I've been streaming for like 44 months, okay? I want to bring people, I want to meet you in real life, right? I want to go to the TwitchCon, I want to go to your city, and I want to do a sound healing in your city. Like, I want to be able to just tell people, hey, look, next Sunday, I'm going to be in LA, or going to be in Chicago, or going to be in New York, and gonna be playing some crystal singing bowls, or going to a place, right? Or I'm going to VidCon, I'm going to TwitchCon, right? I'm going to something, and I'm bringing the healing, I'm bringing the positive vibes, right? That's my dream. I want to meet you in person. Thank you for the follow, Mystic Dawn Faso. And when I make it, I want to teach people who have good heart how I got there, right? Support people, get them video equipment, right? Get them a good camera. Invest in positive content creator who have humanity on their priority of their content, right? And who they are. Support the people who are doing it from authenticity. That's my dream. Yes, September is still taking place. Medicine for the people. We're still going. Command. If you press Command MFTP, it's still there. Welcome, Mystic Maru, right? But then, So, what is MFTP? It's an event that my friend Guy Brown is holding called Medicine for the People. Okay. Medicine for the People, a spiritual gathering, which is an outdoor camping event. If you ever heard of Burning Man, this have some of that inspiration in there. Right. It's a spiritual gathering. They have things like this. Drum circles. Healing workshops. It's a 3-day camping event outdoors. 3-day camping event. But we go for 4 because we're bringing our own cosmic tent. In this cosmic tent, I am bringing all my singing bowls, which is probably like 18 singing bowls. There's crystal bowls. We got a gong now. We just got a gong recently. And we have Tibetan bowls. Okay. And what we do is we help you experience peace and love in a nature environment. This is all on Native American land near. Okay, so for anyone who has interest, this is the link. Okay. We're bringing our own tent, our own camp. We're bringing the healing. Mystic Bioman and Biowoman will be there. Mystic Sparkalicious will be there. And many other mystics. To do what? To inspire healing and positivity. I want to share a story that we experienced. A veteran was there. His first healing event. He was a Latino guy. He saw sad things. But the thing that he shared, this was in the Middle East. in one country in the Middle East, and he was a medic. So he got called because they were smelling, right? They smell something weird from this house. They smell something weird coming from a certain house. So they began to investigate. It's long story short. It was a sex trafficking ring for young children that they found. And to quietly say, it's going to be a little explicit, he beat the guy to death, okay? Because they were, part of that ring, and he has PTSD from that, okay? And he never shared that, right? He never shared that. But he got to open because he has guilt. He has guilt. And he didn't know how to share it. He didn't know how to open up about it. He didn't know who to trust, who to open up. But he was able to open his feelings. And he just cried a lot. He cried. He cried. And he healed. So imagine that's just one story of healing. Right? That's just one story of healing. Some people were just sitting around our camp because they just felt the word is called. They felt like they belong. They just sat and watched what we were doing because they felt home. They felt the word safe. We served tea. We served tea. Sound healing, right? Sound healing. We make you feel, well, we support you in feeling love. And that's why we go. Right? So if you are around the Texas area, it's 30 minutes outside of Austin. Next to the Colorado River. Colorado River. And we have a campfire in front of the camp. Right? There's a fire pit. There's a sweat lodge. Which means you just go in there and you sweat your butt off. And you sing Native American songs or any songs. Right? There's ecstatic dance. Yes, it was a story before, not me, but I was sharing a story. But that's just a one-time thing because it's a kind of a sensitive story about somebody's experience. And so my current plan, so back to what I'm doing with my life. My current plan, and thank you for the recent follow, Mystic. Pretty effing special, Mystic Dawn Faso. My current plan, I would like to play, I'm a sound healer. I do sound healing every Sunday at the park. And I want to be able to play at people's, I want to be able to hold small gatherings and get paid for it. But I also want to focus on playing at people's memorial service or their funeral, right? So if anyone has ideas on how to tap into that market, because yeah, it's where I'm comfortable there. So. But at the core of what we're all doing here, what feels good is support, care. Because support and care brings what? Hope. And with hope, miracles happen. When I first came to America, not first, I say, when I was about 10 years old, my father, my family, we owned a VHS store, video store. It was cold. And it was around Thanksgiving. It was around Thanksgiving. My father had the flu or was sick. My sister and I, we watched the front. My sister is 13 and I'm 10. Maybe younger, but I believe 10. A man comes in to rent a video. He asks, "Hey, where's your dad?" And my dad heard and responded that he's back there sick with the flu. What does the man say? The man, he asks, "Can I pray for you?" Random. This is all random as hell, and we're Buddhist, by the way. But my father has an open mind, which is why I learn from my father's example. Open mind for this prayer. With this act of love, With this act, of open love and kindness, he felt a miracle. This is the first miracle I see in my life ever. Now, in my life, I've seen many, but this is the first miracle. He said that he felt better instantly. The act of somebody's blessing, somebody's words. We were Buddhists, but we had friends that went to a church. And he's asked to tell that story about the miracle, which makes me open to you today. It makes me open because my father was open. If my father said, no, we're Buddhists, it would have taught me to close. I said, no, I don't want you to get sick. But he became open to miracles, which taught me to be open to miracles, to help people heal this lifetime. Only to find that my own master, my current master, can heal everything. Only if you have good karma. The amount of people who has testimony that their cancer, people having cancer disappearing, is a norm in my life. People who find green card, citizenship, healing leukemia, autism, that's norm in my life. But all of this is preparing me to do something that amazing also. I'm just not at that level, but I do my part. Right? I'm not a master. But I do what I can. I do my part. I do what I can. But the one person I take care of first is me. And I'm learning to take care of me better, especially financially. Because the one thing I wanted to learn more about was not money. I wanted to learn about was love. Because growing up, I did not feel love. And so now, this is who I am. Who are you? Who are you? I didn't know who I was before because I never asked, who am I? Do you ever ask, who are you? Do you know your values, your goals, your dreams? If you don't know, do you believe that you have a goal? Do you believe you have a purpose? I used to think I'm not that kind of person. I'm not Steve Jobs. You think I'm Mahatma Gandhi? I'm not that kind of person. I'm not Elon. I'm not Bill Gates. Right? I'm not one of those people. Purpose? Right? Me, I just want to make money. I just want to have a girlfriend. I just want to get sex. I just want to buy some car parts. Purpose? Don't bother me with this question. Right? Don't bother me with those questions. How did I find my purpose? How? If anything is possible, good night, Mystic Professor Solomon or Solemn, right? If anything is possible, if anything is possible, and money didn't matter, and money didn't matter, right? And money didn't matter, what would you do with your life? So I thought back of the time when I was at the peak high of my life, the peak inspiration of your life. Peak inspiration. Right? Peak inspiration. What is your peak inspiration of your life? If you think in your life, that what is a situation that inspired you so much and made an impact on you so much? Right? It could be anything. Everybody has a different thing. For me, many people already know because for me, it was helping an ex-girlfriend not delete herself over the phone. because she dumped me for a new guy without telling me, of course. And then with him, she had a double abortion. And she had shame, guilt, sadness, confusion, all the things that will make you feel like you're in hell, but you're alive. And I was able to help her take back her self-worth. To help her remember who she really is. I was able to help her free her mind. Free her mind. Welcoming Mr. James the Collector. We can do a dad joke after when it's appropriate time. Right now, not appropriate time. And the feeling of helping somebody free their mind, it is incredible to help somebody awaken, like authentically awaken. Not just wear tie-dye t-shirts and smoke weed, okay? Not just identify as spiritual, but full on free their mind and open their heart. Free your mind. That you are the creator of your life. That you are responsible for your happiness. This is why I'm here. This is why I signed a contract with serving humanity. This is why I can't stop. Like, if I feel like I'm doing things that are too surface level, it bugs me. Why? Because I know what I'm capable of, but it doesn't mean that it's effective, right? Just because you have read a book that can help people does not mean you can actually help people. Right? You have to apply it, trial and error. And you have to be humble enough to listen to people more than tell them what to do. Right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, says Mystic Sloan. Exactly. And if you try to force inspiration, if you try to force knowledge, it's not love. But you should still express, right? You should still be firm. You should still be firm about your values. Because if you are not firm with your values, then your standards will lower naturally. Right? And many people are not firm with their values. That's why we keep lowering our standards. right? That's why we're living in a weird world right now where our standards are rapidly lowering, right? And people are more confused because why? People don't know morals and values. But the one thing many people want, we don't want to hurt people's feelings. And that's why jobs like OnlyFans is on the rise, right? And education is on the down. Why? Because the lowering of standards, of morals and values. But the beautiful part about this process, this makes room for a new generation. Even though there's some tension in here, what's this making room for? Is called creativity. People are more creative than ever now, and creative and creators are getting paid more than ever now, right? Right. So creators are getting paid more, and people are worshiping money more than ever now, right? That they're willing to reduce their morals to do what they gotta do, right? And that's okay. So where we're going, there's more creative people making money for sure. But the people who are creating are also getting manipulated, right? There's some manipulation there's always going to be manipulation going on unless we have a strong moral compass. But this is the weak part. So creative with strong moral compass is what's needed. But it's right, and those are called light workers or humanitarian, right? But the beautiful part is that there's a good amount. Like Mr. Beast, right? Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is a humanitarian. If you listen to his podcast with Joe Rogan, if you don't know Mr. Beast, you know me. Everybody here knows Mr. Beast. Okay. Mr. Beast and Joe Rogan had a podcast together, and Mr. Beast, he feeds people. He has he gives away food, right? He gives away food. He gives away food, right? That's his. For all the work that he does, at least he's giving back. Gives food to low-income area. Okay? And they can come get it. Now, that's not always the greatest thing, but it's something good to say. But if you give to people too much, you also make them poor. That's the sad part. Right? When you give people money, they become beggars. Right? Yeah. And that's why the people on top, they're never just given things. But even if they're given things, they can't maintain it. Right? They can't maintain it. So it begins to drop, and drop. unless you're driven. Right? You're driven unless you're a leader. Because when the storm comes, these leaders don't run. And if you're a leader who runs, you're not going to be a leader for too long. Right? When people need you and you're not there, nobody gonna miss you. But when people need you and you're there, what do you gain? Street credit, or I don't need your car, says Toretto. All I need is your respect. All I need is your respect, because I'm going to use you later. That's Toretto, right? Fast and the Furious. Yeah, I need your respect, family. Right? And which is why, to anyone here that supports whatever I'm doing, thank you. Because I'm trying to figure it out myself. I'm just making it up as I go, and then the universe shows me vision like all this. Right? All this. This just happened last week. Right? The sand wisdom idea, and right? Because I got feedback that people need this more than just the sand and quiet. They need because all I'm looking at is how can I help people and make it work. Right? Right? I'm looking at how can I be effective at helping people. How can I be effective at helping people? I used to do a lot of what? Tarot. But why did I stop? I saw that it was not effective in creating transformation. Right? Transformation. And I think what I'm doing right now is more like a classroom that's relaxing, that helps you sleep, but also teaches you something. I think this is focused more, is more effective, right? Because there's a lesson, it's more clear, and you can ask questions. So, thank you, Mystic Sleeps. Thank you for your Twitch Prime sub. And that's why That's why I'm focusing everything that I'm doing into this. And if you ever have a question, you can ask straightforward. Here's a side view. Some more sand. That's just kind of thin over here. What is love? Baby, don't love me no more. Okay, here's some singing bowls. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Dum, 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 dum. I just got some new sand. Thin over there. I don't know why it's so thin. I think I should pour the whole bag actually. It's not too much left. How are we feeling tonight? Are we learning something? It's the light. The light is purple. Like I could change it. You want red sand, purple sand? You want a green sand?
Bluetooth mode.
Right, we got all type of sand. You want a sexy sand? Too bright. It's more practical. We turn that one on top on. There we go. Mystic Sloan says, feeling as if I could have tried harder in my most recent relationship, so I guess regret. What do you regret the most? What's the thing that you regret not trying harder? Maybe. I'm figuring it out myself. Thank you, Mystic Sean. Okay, this amount of sand feels way better actually. Easier to pull. trying harder and not putting in half of the love. Well, the thing is, you don't know what it means to love wholeheartedly. You really didn't know. Because if you did know, you would have already done it. But you don't know. You learn from the past, right? You learn from here so that you're preparing yourself for the future. But you grow. You grow here. Right? Your roots are in the moment, now. Because guess what? There's billions of fish in the sea. Billions of fish in the sea. A lot of cute fish, a lot of sexy fish. But you have to find your inner fish first, right? Because if you don't have your... Yes, we should learn how to be in better relationship, but the issue is that when we have bad relationship with others, right? When we have bad relationship, when you have bad relationship with others, right? Because you have bad relationship with who? Yourself. You don't know how to have a good relationship with yourself. But many people, when I tell them love your damn self, they don't get it. That's okay. Welcome, Mystic Pig. Right? I was the same way. I used to have this thing called what if with women. What if? What if she didn't dump me? What if I had a six-pack? What if I had more money? Right? The professional what if. You know what I'm talking about, right? What if I try harder? Right? What if I really prove myself? What if I was a girl? What if it was a lot easier? But we don't what if when it comes to positive. We what if when it's about negative stuff, right? What if she really wasn't the one, right? What if there's a better one out there for me? What if she was the only one? What if my mom was my teacher? Right? What if I was a billionaire? Right? And sometimes the what if is just a bunch of random crap that we're just thinking a bunch of random stuff. Right? We're just thinking a bunch of random stuff. So many what ifs. But when it comes to relationship, we often blame who? We blame ourselves. Most people will blame themselves because why? They're a good person. Right? Right? They're a good person. And who always seems to get the girl? The bad boy. Right? The bad boy seems to, what do you learn? Nice guy finish what? Finish last. Right? But this is not what that means. Why do the girl like the bad boys? Right? Why do some girls like the bad boys and then there's some girl who like the feminine boys? Right? Because oftentimes the things we want are not what we need. Hey, welcome in, Mystic Leoric. Right? Right? The bad boys are what we called masculine. Welcome in, Mystic Blaystone. Masculine. The nice boy is what we call feminine. Not bad. Everybody has feminine we have feminine and masculine. Masculine is yang, Y-A-N-G, and feminine is yin, yin and yang. Okay? Yin and yang. Oh, the ad break make people. Yeah, the ad break can make people leave. That's okay. Right. Hey, welcome in, Mr. Okay, there we go. Here's some singing bowls. You're welcome. Right. So oftentimes, the reason why we're still single is because we don't know this thing called balance. Right? Because we identify too much either as yin or yang. Thank you, Mystic Dreamy ASMR. Appreciate that. Right? Yin or yang. Excuse me. So how do we differentiate between the two? I need to still mix the sand a little bit more. The soft sand just came in. We put more glitter in the sand, so my hand is glitter as hell. I don't know if that was a mistake, but how do you feel about the glitter sand, by the way? Glitter as hell. Like my partner's idea. That was girl's idea. I was like, but I think I like it too. Different. difference between yin and yang. Okay, the people who are yin, they do what? They smile more. I doubt hell is glitter. Yin, you smile more. Yang, you're a bit more stern. Yang, when you speak, you're doing what? You're a bit louder. And the word is also direct. You do things more direct. Right? When you speak, you're a bit more what they call on your yin side. When you speak, you're more soft or soft spoken. Let's just keep the word soft. Not bad, by the way. So don't think soft is bad. We need to learn how to be gentle. Sometimes, like I'm speaking softly to you, I could yell at you, right? But we're not in that kind of classroom right now, right? So when you're yin, you are very, instead of speaking directly, right? You're more, the word is called considerate. Nah, I mean, it's not too bad, right? You're more considerate. Instead of just speaking directly, right? So everything has a use. Let's just go with what we got. Thank you, Mystic Devil, saying, right? When, right, when you're more stern and you're walking around the street, they're not gonna mess with you as much. But if you're on the street and you're smiley, they're gonna come, right? They're gonna come mess with you, right? When you're loud, people don't wanna, right? They know that's a lion. When you're soft, sometimes when you're a loud person that's soft, sometimes people need the soft, the gentleness. If you're just loud all the time and you're not balanced, right? You need to learn to have balance. Sometimes we're so considerate of people's feeling that we don't speak the truth. So if you're too soft, then you don't get your point across. But if you're too loud, then people don't feel love. So you have to have a balance between speaking soft and loud, speaking directly, and speaking with consideration and understanding, right? And you have to know when. Like, if you're on the streets around the clubbing area or downtown, there's some crackheads around downtown, right? Okay, you don't always want to be smiling at every one of them. It's okay sometimes, right? Because if you look like an easy target, they will target you because they know they can read your energy. So you have to learn how you're giving off your energy. But now let's apply this to relationships with women or men. If you're a girl, well, first off, you have to know who you're dating. Is the girl you're interested in, is she more soft-spoken? Or does she act soft-spoken, but she's more stern, loud, and direct and driven inside? So let's say driven. Another word is driven. Goal-oriented. Boss lady. Right? Driven, or are they more of a follower? Okay? Every leader is also a follower, right? If you're interested in somebody who's acting right? The girl acts like a diva, but deep you can see. So you have to know, right? You have to understand what you're dealing with. And you want to complement. You want to yin and yang. If they're yin, you have to learn how to yang. But once you yang, once you're stern, loud, and direct, they're going to learn to be stern, loud, and direct. And then you have to learn how to be smiley, soft, considerate, and follow. And this role is something that goes in a circle, yin and yang, right? Like this. Yin yang. Or as Americans, yin yang. Okay. And so many people remain single because they don't know how to adjust. Some women, they love it when you learn to be this. Most guys have issues with this stuff. Learning how to be stern, loud, direct, and driven. Because nobody taught you, because you were raised by your mama mainly. And for guys who were raised by their fathers or in the military, they're more yang and they don't know how to yin. And so you end up with divorce, right? The yang people, they get divorced more, and the yin people, they get cheated on more. They get dumped more. So if you don't learn how to do both, learn, people. Okay? Right? If you're too yin, right? Especially if you're in bed and you're too yin, sometimes the lady needs you to be more yang, right? And if you're too yang in bed, sometimes the lady needs the girl, they need you to be more yin. At work, if you're a boss who's more yin, the people that work under you who are more yang, they will start to control and manipulate the boss. So as a boss or as a leader, you have to learn how to yang but also yin, which means, yes, be a boss, but learn to be considerate, right? Learn to listen to your people around you, right? And again, the single guys who are still lonely as hell is this shit. Excuse me. Is this stuff. Too nice, too soft, but you want the girl. Because the girls, the girls you want, the ones that stand out, they playing the diva, but they yin just like you. So they need that guy who the bad boy, the a-hole. But that's not what they don't want, the bad boy. They want stern. They want somebody who can use their voice. They want honesty, even when it's tough, because that's a lion. A lion doesn't meow. A lion roars, right? And some women, many women, they want a lion. But we have a bunch of kitty cats nowadays, right? But it's okay. Some women like kitty cats. A lot of them want the lion. I mean, right? Would you? Nothing wrong with it. I love kitty cats. But we all have potential to be both. Sometimes you want to be the lion. Sometimes you need to be gentle, right? The lioness or the kitty cat, right? The kitty cat is playful, is approachable, is innocent, right? But the kitty cat can transform into the lion. If you don't learn how to become a lion, work on it. If you're good with being a kitty cat, learn to be a lion. Okay, whatever you're comfortable with, work on what you're not comfortable with. And it's not gonna be easy always, because you're so used to being smiley, nice guy, soft, considerate. But if you just identify as this, and you don't learn how to be both, people will walk all over you. They'll cheat on you. But the issue, the secret, you do this for yourself. The lion you become is not for girls. You do this for yourself. You learn to become a kitty not to get girls, but you do it for you. And most people won't get that message even though I'm telling you in your face. That's the disclaimer. Does a lion talk too much? When a lion talks too much, the jungle doesn't respect the lion because it's just talking about a bunch of dumb shit. But the lion uses its voice when the lion roars. The whole jungle can feel it. The lioness knows this lion can protect, can do the work. But what does it take for you to learn to roar? If a lion talks too much, I will make good steak out of it. Right? Lion. When the lion roars, it has presence. Just like when you're the boss or when you're somebody that's respected, when you walk into a room, they notice you. You're important. You have presence. Your eyes has presence. But some people, they look like a lion on the outside, but when you look deep into their eyes, they're more like a hyena. Right? They're more hyena who act like a lion. Because the lion, it brings balance to the ecosystem, to the jungle. Right? And the hyena, it eats whatever the lion eats after, that leftover. Not always. My master told me the lion, it only eats fresh meat, not dead meat. And some people, they act really good like they're a lion, but when it comes time to be a leader, they act like a little cat, right? But sometimes the lion can feel like a cat, but it knows it must step up and do the work to do it. The kitty cat, it runs. It's okay, everybody gets scared. Right? We all have fear. We can die. We might not make it. We're going to die of aversion or whatever our fear is. But step up and do whatever you need to do to make your life happy, to make your life work, to find balance. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Right? If you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you? Now, the opportunity to stay a kitty cat, we're in the age of the kitty cat. Why? We're in the age of comfort. So much comfort. Because we've never been in this abundance before. Like, our grandmas, they didn't have grocery stores. Like, okay, let's just say some grandmas did. They had to go to the farmer's market. And in some countries, all they got mostly is they still go to farmer's market. 4 generations before, right? You had to go to the farm to buy stuff, or you go to a smaller farmer's market, seasonal. Nowadays, you can eat apple all year long. Everything is available all year long, almost, right? So the need for lions has lowered. What's the line? Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. We're at that stage right now. Yeah, this is Harry Potter. I'm some Harry Potter. I found this for $5 at Value Village. Right? And it's because why? The internet is making us not go out and explore stuff. Right? Not as much. Right? Right? Before, we didn't have what? Video games that much. I mean, in my generation, the first thing I played was a Nintendo. What did my father play? Not Nintendo. He plays soccer. That was their hobby. I had basketball, and also video game, right? But before, there wasn't as much distraction from TV, but there was. People watched sports, right? Before, right? People were into F1, into rally. They were into watching who? Ali, Tyson. Okay. Right. Ali and Tyson. And so the distraction levels, they didn't have Fortnite. Right? They didn't have Fortnite. There was no Facebook. They didn't have a computer in their pocket. What was in their pocket? A pager? At that time, they barely had pager. You had to put what? A coin in the damn machine to call somebody. Coin to call. So mostly, they were in the present moment. They were in the present moment. And nowadays, we have become a high level of indulgence. Some of the brokest people have the most expensive J's. Right? Some of the brokest people have the most expensive cars to build what their ego, but they're still broke. They just have nice stuff to cover up, right? They got the J's, they got the Yeezys. But where does this lead? Will you get caught up in the trap too? Or will you stay true to yourself? It's okay to indulge, but not too much. It's okay that you're working a job you don't love, but find what is it that you love. Maybe you're not in a happy relationship. Well, fix that. Fix that, S-H-I-T. Fix it. It's okay that you're sad. Face it and be happy. And that is the end. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I hope you like the wisdom and knowledge more. Thank you for all the recent follows, Mystic Alphabet. I deleted your stuff because you were blabbing a bunch of stuff. And this is called boundary. Okay? Sometimes the lion has to put boundary. Oh, excuse me. Welcome, Mystic Satankmo, Mystic Twitch. Thank you for all the love and support. We about to raid somebody. My hand glitter as hell right now. My hand glitter as hell, looking like a unicorn and a pony. My little pony looking stuff on my hand. Looking like a Barbie backdrop on my hand. And I guess it's gonna be like this every stream. I hope you learned something. I hope that you were inspired. And I will be posting this on YouTube. Thank you for all the love, support. Thank you for all the follows. If you like what I'm doing, you can support by subscribing to me on YouTube or on Twitch. I continue to do this, and I continue to do the best that I can. And I think I will raid Mystic. Who's on? Mystic Phoebe just got on. Mystic Toph Mark. It's been kind of quiet lately, huh? Mystic Gentle Fox. Okay.
Finally found light.
Okay, I think
Finally found something that makes you.
I want to raid somebody in the ASMR section. Any guys? Well, I want to support somebody kind of on, making their way up. If we got Mystic Latte, Mystic Jean Philip. ASMR cooking. There's a lot of reruns. Cute. Cute monkey ASMR. Little human jade. Little human jade. She good. She good. You got 268. We're trying to, we wanna support the people so they can be inspired to keep going. That's what my goal is. And I see Mystic my Lexi. Guess it's not much right now. So we're gonna show some love to Lucy's ASMR Espanol, and she got 346. Yeah, we'll show them some love. Here we go. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for hanging out tonight. And remember, oh wait, this person disabled raids. That's unfortunate. I guess we will show Mystic Phoebe Knight. Here we go. Let's see if Mystic Phoebe Knight. Okay, Mystic Phoebe Knight, show her some love. She says, certified cat mom, plant parent, and candle collector. And the end.